空気が動いてスポーツになる。品質のスポーツウェア、ゴールドウィンの作品たち。
はい、タッチです。オイル活性強化剤ハイタッチ。
あなたの車にハイタッチを1本。オイルはたちまち高性能に大変身。オイル活性強化剤ハイタッチ、今愛用者が急増中です。
ウォールナッツがやってきた。明るいカリフォルニアの元気なウォールナッツ。カリフォルニアウォールナッツ。今新しい
今日も猫くんに留守番させてお出かけか。ファックスで送っておくか。
会社のファックスに送れるファックス&テレフォンリコー MT5。
Yes, リコー。
見事な日本の夜明けだ。
どこへ食って馬に聞いてくれ。
さあ、今年もよろしく。まるちゃん赤い狐と緑のタヌキ。
私ホームヘルパーやってます。今朝701号室片付けに行った時、私見たんです。電話にファックスってんですか？それがついてるやつです。はい、電話にファックスついてました。
701号室の MT5。
Yes, リコー。
スターである前に 120% の完璧を求め続ける一人のプロでありたい。ジャック・ニクラウス。いつも満足していただけるフライトを日本航空2万人のスタッフが皆様をお迎えします。
道路をオフィスにしてしまう無線ファクシミリ。リファックス無線システム。世界で初めてリコーから。
Yes, リコー。
私は緑のカフェレちゃん。ユニポスカで自分のイラスト描いてんの。ねえねえねえねえねえ綺麗でしょ。やったー、ピンクに塗り直せなくっちゃ。ねえねえねえ、コットンも綺麗でしょピンク。うっ
ユニポスカだからできる重ね塗り。その上裏写りしません。
イラスト描くならポスカ。
金色銀色新発売。
シカゴ、ニューヨーク、800マイル。男と女の距離よりもずっと近いかもしれない。4WD アバンギャルド、スバルアルシオーネ。
空があるから、海があるから。
Okay, Lavox, hello. Thanks for stopping by. I am really late. And I mean, whenever I'm running late on these things, like things get really awkward and unplanned and all that sort of thing. One of the things that I needed to do that I didn't do before stream is print out my notes. I just had it on my phone the whole time, but I can't use my phone because I got it's doing its thing right now. It's doing its mocap thing. So I'm printing that out. I know at least that I need 2 cloves of garlic. So we're going to do that. So, yeah. I guess let's back up a little bit, right? What are we doing today? We're making some stir-fry chicken and veggies. And we're going to put it on rice. And to go along with it, we're kind of making our own teriyaki-style sauce. You're gonna put in there both ginger and garlic, plus soy sauce and honey, and then a little bit of cooking wine, so it's not just completely sweet. So let's start with the garlic. Always fun trying to peel garlic when I'm wearing these gloves. Okay, my printout is done. Let me go grab it. Okay, put this over here. So, this you might have seen, if you're on the Discord server, you might have seen pictures I posted of like trying to do test cooks of this just to make sure I had the recipe down. I mean, okay, so like stir-fried chicken and veggies is something I cooked a lot, but not with my own sauce. So kind of the gimmick of this particular stream is that we're doing it without just using sauce from a bottle, right? Turn up my BGM. I want to hear it more. Not sure why some of the tracks are a lot quieter than the others. Okay. Right, so we're not doing the sauce from a bottle. We're also not doing frozen veggies. I mean, that's less interesting because, like, you just cut the veggies, right? Gosh, I cannot do this with gloves. If I can... There we go. This... Oh, I didn't finish peeling this one. That's great. No, it's sprouted. I don't like sprouted garlic. You can say it's activated, right? Activated garlic. Oh, jeez. Okay. So, yes, we're doing both the sauce and the veggies by hand. Sorry, I keep forgetting I can't, when I, like, hold things up to my face to see them clearer, you guys can't see them at all. I've got my handy-dandy garlic press here. I'll just load these up into here. Got a little container here we'll use for our garlic and our ginger. Pump it in there. Where's my small knife? Where's my smaller knife? I had brought 2 knives. Hold up one sec. Let me see if I can find that. I'll be right back. Not grab that in my hand. Here it is. Got it. I got it. Here, it's right here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to scrape that off there. That in here. There we go. All right, 2 cloves of garlic. Then we're going to put in some grated ginger, and we're going to use an actual, what do you even call this? A nub of ginger, a root of ginger root. Great musician, by the way. I like his stuff. Kind of peel away the skin here. You can see I've already kind of done it. You guys can't see it all. Oh man, it's smelling good. It's smelling good already. I like this sauce because I can put in as much ginger as I want, and I want a lot of ginger. I have a recipe for this in the description, by the way. The recipe actually isn't from any particular website or anything like that. I asked Grok, and Grok gave me a recipe. And I didn't like the first recipe it gave me because it was kind of thin. I wanted more sauce in proportion to the vegetables, basically. So I tweaked the numbers it gave me until I got what I liked. So the recipe that you see in the description is kind of a synthesis of Grok, who synthesized it from God knows where. 10 different sources on the internet or something, right? Plus just some tweaks through my own experimentation. And I think I put like 3 tablespoons in the recipe, 3 or 4. But I'm just gonna eyeball it here. You can see it's not really falling into the cup currently. It's just staying on the underside of the grater. I am kind of like turning it as I'm grating, right? I'm like spinning it around like that. And that's because if you grate it in like one direction for too long, it just gets slippery and not really grating anymore. So in order to counteract that, and just kind of keep friction always going, I'm turning it around here. I guess I can scoop off this. Let me see what I put in the recipe here. 3 tablespoons. Okay. That looks closer to 2, so I'm going to do a little bit more. Let me see if I have to peel back more of the skin here. I think I do. It smells so good. It already smells so gingery. It's going to have some bite. The sauce is going to have some bite, and I like that. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted because somebody texted me, but it is not urgent. Might have heard the ding. I don't know if that came through the microphone. Moved this stream to Sunday because I thought it would be calmer and give me more time to prepare. I had plenty of time to prepare up until like half an hour before stream. And then things went... Well, anyway. I'm going to do more. That's not enough. That's not enough. Whoops, I got the wrong side. I do. Okay. That is probably getting close to enough. We'll call that there. Yeah. Okay. So I will scrape off this here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook the chicken first, and then we're going to set it aside. Then in my wok, I'm going to put in the ingredients for the sauce, and we're going to start the sauce in the wok. And then once that's nice and like boiling for a couple minutes, we will add the veggies and the chicken and start bringing it all together. Let me get the remaining gunk out of my press here. Get that in there. All right, so that is our, let's not put it there, it might fall. Let's put it over here. That is our mixture of garlic and ginger. That sounds tasty, yeah? Let me clean this off. Clean off this cutting board. That can go in there. We'll get started on the vegetables. Why does my headphones keep disconnecting? You can see I have a cable, so I'm not like doing Bluetooth or anything, so it shouldn't be making its connecting disconnecting sound effect like it keeps doing. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, you guys can't hear it, but I can. All right, so we're gonna do a cup each of carrot and broccoli, and I've pre-washed these. They are kind of old, the carrot, so I have a glass measuring cup here, you know, just a Pyrex cup. So I'm gonna cut carrot until it's roughly a cup full in here, and then we'll move on to the broccoli. So I'm gonna do like little coins, right? Not too thick. Doing like, I don't know, an eighth of an inch thick. And I'm doing kind of diagonally. You can see like I'm not doing perfectly perpendicular on the carrot. I got a little bit of an angle there. Nope. All right, so throw that in. Let's see what that gives us so far. It gives us about 3/4 of a cup. So I'll go ahead and circumcise this and start getting some more carrots here. Of course, these are going to be smaller, so this carrot isn't as thick. Sorry to all the homies out there that like their carrots thick. This one, oh, some going on the floor. Pop that in there. Okay, that is just about a cup. I'll do like 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Grab some broccoli. Kind of the in pieces here. Don't want to waste that. Heard it called a club of ginger, although I'm not sure that's right. I've never heard that one. I like it though. A club of ginger. That reminds me, you know what I haven't had it in a very long time is ginger ale. You get the good stuff, the expensive stuff that has the real ginger in it. It's not just artificial flavoring or whatever. Ooh. But then again, that stuff also has a lot of sugar, so it's probably for the best that I'm not drinking that every day. And then of course the cost. I think we can finish off this head of broccoli here. Be just about enough. Yeah, a little bit more. I'll just finish this off. I did bring some more, but I don't think I'll need it. Boom. Cut off that like that. Okay. Let's see. You can see there, hopefully. Yeah, the reflections are kind of crazy, but you can see there's about a cup of carrots and then a cup of broccoli on top. All right, let's scrape this off. Let me check my recipe here real quick. Here we got the ginger, garlic, broccoli, carrots. Okay, yeah, we're doing good. We're gonna do the chicken now. Where did I put the chicken? I took it out of the fridge, didn't I? And I brought it over here. Oh, I put it on the floor. I'm running out of space over here. Okay. New AI stir fry recipe. Well, I mean, it started out fully AI. I would say right now it's not. It's kind of a synthesis of AI and myself. Where's my other cutting board? Let me use this one. It's a bit bigger. I'm gonna make bite-sized chunks out of these chicken thighs. Let me get my small knife. I'll kind of trim off this white stuff. I don't even know. Skin, I guess. Oh, after I prepare this, I should start the rice. Don't let me forget that. Did bring the rice device. I'll need to change my gloves too, because they'll be all covered with salmonella. I'm not the best at trimming. That's probably good enough. Okay. We're gonna put chicken in this bowl. Okay. And get little pieces about. Nah, it's a little on the smaller side actually. That's probably better. Because they're gonna cook down. They're gonna be a little bit smaller once they're done cooking. Once again, this is my old favorite, the old standby. Frozen chicken thighs from Costco in the giant bag. They're really cheap. You defrost them the day before you want to use them, and you know, just put them in a container like that in the fridge, and easy peasy and cheap. We're all about cheap nowadays, aren't we? I was just thinking, when was the last time I bought beef? I think it must have been to use on this channel for something. What was I cooking that had beef in it? I bought like stew beef. Gosh, what was it? I don't even remember, but yeah. Don't buy beef all that often. Was it the actually it might have been the Salisbury steak, because I bought ground beef for that. No. Since then I've done something with like stew beef. What was it? Oh, I'm an idiot. I remember now. It was the curry rice. Japanese curry rice. Was that 2 weeks ago? Okay, I guess it wasn't that long ago. Okay, we'll say that's good enough. This is a thicker thigh here. So we're gonna have plenty of meat, I think. This is gonna make about 2 to 3 servings, depending on, obviously, you know, if you're having it just as a side or the full dish or whatever. Oh, gross. The knife fell in there. I don't need to cut anything else besides the chicken, right? I think that's all. No, it wasn't 2 weeks ago because I actually clipped the curry stream to make a short. To show when I was on vacation. I'm gonna go on vacation next month too, actually. The summer, you know, this stuff happens. But I think after next month I'll be probably done until Thanksgiving. Anyway. Some of these, I think I lost track at some point. Some of these chunks are going to be a little bit on the big side. But that's fine, I think. Okay. Let's get all this salmonella off of the desk. Where is the towels? Just wipe this down a bit. Alright, now the stream comes to a screeching halt because I need to change my gloves. And these gloves take forever to put on because they're too freaking small. Despite them being a medium. But I still have this massive box of them. Oh shoot, how can I grab this without showing my hands now? There. Anyway. I have had the large ones on my Amazon shopping cart for past, like, I don't know, 6 weeks or something. Just haven't checked out anything on Amazon since then. I don't actually buy things on Amazon that often. Not one of those people. Okay, this one's tearing. I gotta throw it away. Should I just do the blue ones? I have a few of the blue ones left. Let me check. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the blue ones. It's gonna look kind of weird if I end up making a short out of this and I suddenly switch from the black gloves to the blue ones, but whatever. Who cares? Alright. My grandpa used to make homemade ginger ale. Ooh, that sounds good. Since he's gone, I haven't had anything close to as good as his. That's too bad. I suppose you weren't able to get the recipe from him or anything like that, huh? I am fortunate. I have been, like, writing down family recipes for my own. I actually have a notebook, like a 3-ring binder that I've been, you know, putting pages that I've written recipes down. In some cases, printed them out. Just so I don't have to constantly, you know, bug them to email me or tell me over the phone recipes, but also, you know, because of that reason. Anyway. Alright, we're gonna get started on the rice. Got the trusty rice device. Put this thing like here. That in there. The bag of rice is over here. Do 1 cup. Which for me is 1 serving. I know for some people that might be a lot of rice, but it's also like the minimum amount you can cook in this thing. So, all right, let me get water in here and then plug it in. So I'll be right back. About 30 seconds. Maybe a little bit longer. All right, I've got the rice device plugged in over there. It's doing its thing. So let's get started on the sauce. Let me put this carrot somewhere. I'm sure there's some people who can tell me exactly where I should put this carrot, but for now I'll put it in this bag and over here. These over here. Pull this forward. There we go. For the patty melt stream. Oh, I use beef for that too. Where is my All right, let's move that a little bit closer, actually. Okay. I'm gonna put this on medium. You can't really see it. But I got it on medium heat down here. Wait for that to warm up. I have my measuring spoons over here. Let me get them. We're gonna need a tablespoon one and the teaspoon. Where did my recipe go? Where did my printout go? Should I get the measurements right here? Is this it? This is it. Okay. All right. Let's start. With half a cup. I gotta get my cup measuring things here. Actually, I should put in the aromatics first. What am I doing? Where did I put them? Oh, they're up here. Okay. And we're not doing oil because these are gonna kind of like fry in just a minute. Not fry, but boil. Okay. All right, so I've got my generic soy sauce here. I'll do half a cup. Hear that sound? All right. Oh no, I ran out of bottled soy sauce. What am I going to do? The stream is oh, okay. All right. Let's get this open. There we go. You can see how my grocery store, their store brand labels, they're changing the labels. You can't really see, it's so reflective. This is the older one, obviously. I kind of like the new design. The old one was, it kind of had this weird stitching pattern on the label for some reason. But this one, I mean, it still looks generic, but it eye-catching. Okay. So, let's finish this off. We're gonna do, how much was this? Half a cup? Yeah. Probably go faster if I took the little plastic thing off. If I did that, I'm surely going to lose it and never find it again, so. Okay, there we go. That's close enough. All right, then we have 4 tablespoons honey for sweetness. Might be saying 4 tablespoons. That sounds like a lot of honey. And you would not be wrong. I actually got up to 5 at one point before I was like, it's too sweet. You know, when I was testing things out. I think 4 is going to be the sweet spot. But I mean, aside from sweetening, it also, you know, gives it that stickiness that, you know, so the sauce is really going to be sticking to the... Okay, this is starting to cook already. I'm going to... Let me turn it on low. You know, and give it that nice glossy look. You could probably use agave or corn syrup or something like that if you are not a honey person. I'm not really a honey person, but you know, you buy some honey. I don't really use it in anything else is what I'm trying to say, but you buy some honey. It's like honey is like a preservative, basically. It lasts forever. So I don't really feel bad about buying it and then keeping it in my you know, my pantry forever, my cupboard. All right, then 3 cooking wine, Shaoxing wine. So Grok originally wanted me to use sake and mirin, which sounds really good, but I don't have sake and mirin. I have you know, Shaoxing, however you pronounce this, somewhere around there. So I asked Grok to adjust for this instead of sake and mirin. And that's how we ended up with 5 tablespoons of freaking sugar, of honey rather. Because you know the mirin will have its own sweetness, which this isn't gonna have anymore. No, he held that recipe tight, and only my older sister and great aunt have it at this point. Which hopefully they'll give it up to me soon. Yeah, I'd hope so. They're not like keeping it hostage or something like that, are they? That'd be too bad if so. And I think you're like 4 minutes behind me on the stream or something. Might want to set it to like 1.5 speed until we catch up. I do that all the time. I'll like pause the stream for some reason and then, you know, I'll be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour behind on it. And then hit the 1 1/4 or 1.5, depending on how fast everybody talks. Speed button until I catch up. Okay. Trying to get like the last drops of honey out of this thing because they're kind of stuck in there. I didn't really scoop them out. All right, am I missing something? Okay, we put in the soy sauce, honey, ginger, garlic, Shaoxing. Okay, yes, we're good. We're good. So we're just gonna kind of like start cooking this up until it's boiling, and that's gonna get like all the ingredients infused together. Oh shit! I forgot to do the chicken. I'm an idiot. I started cooking the rice yet. I did. I meant to cook the chicken before I started on this. Obviously on my notes I did not put the order of operations in correctly. Okay, we're gonna set this aside. Just so excited to use my wok, man. I like my wok. All right. We'll let this warm up, and then we'll put some oil in there, and we'll get the chicken started. Ugh, boy, I feel silly. Okay, I guess I can throw this away. Alright. Getting warm. Getting warm. Got a freaking hair that is hanging in my eyes. One sec here. Just hair Okay. I did not touch it. I didn't touch my hair, so my hands are still mostly sanitary. I just brushed it back with my hat. Okay. We got the chicken here. Let's add our oil. That's probably good enough. Let's de-salmonellify this chicken. Just kind of stir fry, spread it out. This pan actually was not hot enough because it's not sizzling yet. Obviously I screwed that up, but it'll get there. It'll get there. Let me turn on my fan. It's getting really hot. There we go. I've got my fan on the other end of the room, so the mic, it shouldn't be picked up on the mic. Always live content here, cooking. The Muri Shinade channel. Where we screw up, we do things in the wrong order. It'll all come out though. I think it'll all come out good. Yeah, this isn't cooking at all yet. I'm just kind of stirring it in oil, cold oil. Rice. Let's check the rice. How's the rice going? It's coming along. Doesn't look like it's boiling yet, so it's still early on there, which is just fine because our timing got messed up, didn't it? Oh well. I'm happy because I am almost done with this wine. Can you see it? There's like 1.5 centimeters left. I've had this bottle for like 8 years. I just don't cook with it that often, but I should. Anyway. The Mapo tofu, I used to make them, that's what I mostly use that wine for, right? Mapo tofu, and I used to make that like all the time. Like there's a period where I was doing that like once every 2 weeks at least. I love that stuff, but I guess I just got burned out on it. I should cook it more often though, it's pretty cheap. Just had the ground pork. As long as it's not beef, it's pretty cheap, right? Relatively, I guess I should say. Okay, this is starting to cook. Good, good, good. Still want to get it more cooked, like done, right? Also, if you take that plastic off, oh yeah, on the soy sauce, there's bound to be a day where you end up dumping a ton by accident. Yeah. Well, I mean, if I didn't lose it, then I'd be able to pop it back on when I'm done. But I'm just afraid I'm gonna lose it. I feel like there are, okay, there's this like idea I have that there are some things that are preemptively lost. And by that I mean I don't actually own it. I don't have it in my possession to actually get lost yet, but I know if I ever did, it would just instantly become lost. So that little plastic soy sauce ring is one such example. Another example is AirPods, like little tiny, like and similar headphones, right? Just the little tiny earbuds that are just earbuds and there's no wire connecting them. Like if I ever bought those, they're gonna cost like what, $200, and then I'm just gonna lose one or both instantly, like within a week. It's gonna be gone. Can't buy that. Can't buy that stuff. All right, this is coming along. Still want to get rid of all pink. Then we'll set it aside. Like we still got some pink there. this well and cooked here. Let's get a bowl to put it in. There we go, that's coming along. Grab a spoon. Body spoon, that'd be best. Okay, let's turn this off. Actually, no, I want to keep it on medium because we're gonna go back to the sauce in just a minute. Okay, that's probably good. That's probably good. I will take my, just to get it out of the oil, I will scoop up the chicken with my slotted spoon here. Put it in this container here for now. This container probably isn't supposed to have hot food in it, but we'll hope we don't leach too many microplastics. Yeah, I probably should have used a bowl, a ceramic bowl or something. Okay, so let's get those little pieces. Good enough. Okay, so let's set this aside. Bring back the sauce. I'm actually going to put this here just so it can cool down safely there. I don't trust putting that on the floor. I'm afraid it's going to damage the flooring in here. It's hot, right? Okay. We'll get this back up to temperature, get it boiling. We are going to add, okay, rice check. The water in the rice is boiling, so that's coming along. Whew. Fan is helping, but I think I need to get a bigger one. I've got my photogenic bowl over here. It's going to be the same one as in the thumbnail. We'll put the rice on there and then top the vegetables. See if we can get it looking at least as pretty as the thumbnail. You know, every time I actually look at the picture, you know, when I open the picture on my computer to make the thumbnail, I'm like, I should have wiped the edge there and made it a little bit cleaner. I don't see the things, I don't see the imperfections until I'm looking at the photo in full resolution. For some reason it's more perfect than real life, you know what I mean? Alright, we're getting some bubbles here, so I'm going to stir it so that it doesn't completely boil. Let me actually turn it down a bit. That's still too close to boil. I'm going to turn it down more. Okay, that's probably good. That's probably good. That's probably good. Okay. Let's get the chicken in there. And get as much as possible coated in the sauce, right? Alright, veggies. So we're not really stir frying it as much as like kind of boiling it in the sauce. We have no oil involved here, like we did with the chicken, right? By the way, I should say that I'm not 100% convinced of the authenticity of this recipe in terms of, like, you know, Asian cooking, Japanese, Chinese. So I'm not presenting this as anything other than an American style Chinese inspired recipe, kind of like Panda Express type of thing. But you know what? That's good enough. I have had, no lie, this is not a lie, I have had Chinese friends in America who have loved Panda Express, especially, when they're like, I should skip that part. Almost went a little too personal there, but anyway, in terms of like doxing myself, but it's inexpensive, it's a good amount of food, and I guess it's good enough for them. It's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. I guess it's kind of like how an American can have a real hamburger and like have an admiration for actual hamburgers, but still go to like Wendy's, right? Burger King, where you got like I'm sliding off the burner here. What am I doing? Where you've got like the 10-day-old buns, frozen patties. You get something hamburger-ish. But you've been to like backyard grills that have made things just completely on another level, right? You get buns from a bakery where they were just made the day before at the latest, right? You get that fresh meat, season it with salt and pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic. My favorite thing to put on a burger, either fast food or otherwise, is jalapenos. Like some restaurants will have like a spicy burger. They'll have jalapenos and need to make it hotter. Jalapenos and I was talking about the temperature of the wok, but I guess it also goes for the what I'm talking about. Jalapenos and pepper jack. And then sometimes they'll have like a spicy sauce that goes with it or something like that. But just jalapenos and pepper jack is pretty nice. But even if a restaurant doesn't have that burger, and I'm talking like a decent restaurant, not just like Burger King or something like that, but like a family restaurant or something, I'll ask for jalapenos on the side, and sometimes they're free, sometimes they're 50 cents or whatever. It's always worth it. I'm telling you a secret to making a good burger great is jalapenos. This is my opinion. Other people will have different opinions. Let's get this more up to temperature. I want the sauce nearly boiling again. I want to cook the chicken a little bit more. Of course, get the veggies softened. And I think we're not doing that at our current temperature. But the smell is there. I smell the sauce. I smell the soy sauce, the garlic, and especially the ginger. And that's smelling quite lovely. We also just need to reduce the volume of the liquid. Jalapenos are an S tier burger topping. Yes, they are. But I raise you one and add jalapeno poppers to my burgers. So like with the cream cheese, a jalapeno popper is a jalapeno stuffed with like cream cheese, right? That and then it's like breaded and fried, right? Am I remembering that correctly? I've never actually had those. Green chilies are good too. Yeah, like you get the canned ones that are like thin. Those are good. That's kind of a different flavor and just the jalapenos. Can I please get this up to heat, please? I'm putting it all the way on high. I miss my gas burner, even though it's probably killing me to use that thing indoors. All right, let me get my... Oh, I have them here. Okay. My chopsticks here. I'll use them to test the veggies here real quick. I don't think they're going to be soft enough yet, but let's test them. Rice doesn't look like it's done yet anyway. It's taking a surprisingly long amount of time. I don't know why. Okay, let's test this really quick. One sec here. Yeah, it's still too crunchy. Yeah, we definitely need that. Need to soften it a lot more there. The ones I usually have cheddar cheese in them. Jalapeno, the poppers with cheddar cheese, okay. But they can have cream cheese, and yes, they are the fried ones, okay. I know my parents like to have them, but I think at that point in my life, I didn't like jalapenos. You know, I was in a phase where I didn't yet appreciate the flavor profile of like spicy things like jalapenos. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, I forgot to put it in there. Anyway, I was gonna get some chili pepper flakes and add that to this, but I remember last time I tested this out, I was thinking that I should add that. But did I type it into my notepad? I was taking notes. Did I do that? Apparently I did not. Damn. I mean, okay, well, the interesting thing in this recipe really is the sauce, right? So when it comes to like the veggies or the meat, you can do whatever. Like I think I put in the notes that like you could add onions and stuff. I was thinking of adding onions to this. Mushrooms, water chestnuts, celery, I guess. I wonder if you could do like spinach. That might be going overboard, but you have flexibility to change the ingredients how you wish. Let me check the rice again real quick. Oh, it's done. It's done. Okay, let me. Can I put this down now? Just cool down. So I've got the rice device. Can I put it up here? No, it's not going to be safe. Let me try removing the thing here. Okay, I guess I just... Here. Oh. Take one of these. There we go. Okay. Get this stirring again. Finally softening up. Smells very good. All right. My bowl here. The rice scooper. Now this rice device does cook burn the rice a little bit on the bottom. So that's why I'm trying to like put it in there so that the top is still on the top. And I'll kind of shape it into a nice little dome. There we go. Okay, let's test this again. Oh, got this one back. Ow! Ooh, it's hot. Ow! Ooh, ow! 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 Okay. Let's just. They're slippery. Oh, you all gonna be judging my chopstick skills here. There we go. Okay, got one. Okay. It's still got a little bit of a bite to it. So it's not mushy, it's not soft, but I think that's good enough. So I'll turn off the heat here. I'll just kind of stir it up. Let the heat dissipate. I think that's gonna be good. Still a little saucy, a little runny. I don't think enough boiled off. But actually, that might be just fine. It might be just fine. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Let me get a spoon here. Oh, wrong one. Hold up. There we go. Man, I turned off the heat, but it's still cooking a bit. That's fine. Okay. Here's our bowl. Get some of this. And put it around the outside so that we still see the rice in the middle. You can see that sauce is going into the rice there, permeating it pretty well. This bowl is really hot. Man, why is this bowl so hot? Okay. I'm trying not to get so much sauce. Okay. There we go. That's a lot of toppings, I think. Very colorful. Our final ingredient is we're going to top it with some sesame seeds. Now, my grocery store, the sesame seeds are not in the spice aisle. They're not in the Asian aisle. They are not in the bulk aisle. They are in this Mexican aisle, the Mexican food aisle. So you just have those little bags and you have to open them and serve it out yourself. So for the thumbnail, the cooking I did for the thumbnail, I kind of overdid it on the sesame seed. So I'm trying to do it a little more proportional here. I think that's going to be about it. Okay. There we go. I think that looks great. Yeah, it looks delicious. I agree. Let's get this. Boy, we are still cooking this, huh? Okay. Let's get all this stuff off the desk and do our Twitter image. This thing, let's see, it's going to be a pain to unplug it and get it off the desk, so let me just move this here. The sesame seeds add any flavor, or they're just for decoration? In my opinion, they're just for decoration. Some people might say they add a flavor, but it's very mild. Okay. The Murray avatar is going to have to go bye-bye. So I'm going to have to use that phone to take this picture. So let me go here and hide him. Boom. Okay. Grab this and disconnect it. Right up in there. The gloves are interfering with the touch controls here. Okay, well that's probably good enough. Okay, look. Okay. Alright, so I'll put that on Twitter shortly. And let's do the taste test. I think I'm pretty confident in how it's going to taste. But a little bit of broccoli and chicken to start out with. You can see the, might be able to see like the strings of the ginger still there. Yeah, what can I say? It's pretty damn good. It's nice and juicy. The chicken is pretty juicy. A lot of ginger flavor in the sauce. And that sauce permeates into the, kind of drains into the rice a little bit. You can see it's a little bit brown there. So it's not just white rice there. You got the rice, a little bit of flavor in the rice itself. So there, we did our own sauce and our own veggies. Of course, the veggie part was relatively easy, but the sauce, this sauce recipe, I think is a winner. I'm going to definitely be holding on to this one. And using it off stream. Good stuff. Yeah, this is one of the better ones. Even though the start of stream was a little bit of a disaster there. It came out quite well in the end. So I'm pretty happy with that. Good stuff. Alright, I'm going to finish this rice. I still have a little bit left in the cooker, so when I get halfway down, I'll add more rice and then add more of the topping. And I will be posting that picture shortly on Twitter, so please follow me there if you haven't already. My next stream is going to be on Tuesday. It's going to be a gaming stream. I'm going to be playing Plague Inc. And the reason I'm playing Plague Inc. is to practice. Because if you saw Armchair's stream last night, at the end of it, and I don't particularly blame you if you didn't see the end of Armchair's stream last night, because it was 10 hours long. But if you did, at the end of it, he announced that next Friday, at his usual time slot, we're going to be doing a gaming stream. And we are going to be playing Plague Inc. You know, the versus mode against each other. And of course I'm gonna beat his butt into, like, you know, the next dimension. I'm gonna put that Roo in a zoo. I came up with that one. Do we like that? Because he's Australian, right? So we can call him a Roo. I'm gonna put that Roo in a zoo. Maybe it's just funny to me. Anyway, so I will see you Tuesday, and if I don't see you Tuesday, then I'll see you Saturday. Friday. He streams on Friday. Saturday his time. And then I might do some, like, gorillas, you know, here and there in between, as I usually do. So, until next time, whenever I may see you. Roo sounds perfect as an Aussie slur, isn't it? I like that one. I'm not sure what else would work. You know, what else has the punch? What else can you call an Australian that has, like, a little bit of punch to it, you know? Anyway. Until next time, 無理しないでね。
マルちゃんの東洋水産が今美味しく羽ばたきます。東洋水産。
小さな約束でも言い訳の通用しない時があります。4WD の信頼に応えます。スバル。
この番組はリコーカリフォルニアウォルナッツマーケティングボード、富士重工、三菱鉛筆、東洋水産、コカ・コーラボトラーズ、日本